Welcome back. I'm walking at a bit of a different spot this morning. The main area is fully occupied. Many caravans, campers there. There's a big event this weekend. I am doing another take of the last video. Man, I need to work on this. I don't know what's going on, but I'm sort of revealing too much information I've noticed in some recent videos. So I need to be more careful on that. Pretty soon I want to take a break from making videos because we've been going pretty consistently on here, just almost daily for quite a while. So anyway, getting up to the 100-day mark. I think sometime after that I'm going to take a bit of an extended break. I've got no more videos now for the main channel. The New Zealand trip is done, so yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a break from making videos pretty soon. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to just give an update on the last week, the new job, and my plans going forward, without getting into too much personal stuff, of course. That was sort of reading too much yesterday. Anyway, so yeah, the new job went really well. 2 days I did this last week, and I'm gonna do another 2 days this upcoming week. So yeah, it's still a bit still working on getting a solution for permanent fixed days, of course with some flexibility. I mean, it's a casual job, of course, so it's not going to be the same week to week. And even my old job, like I pretty much have 3 fixed days a week, although it's still have a degree of flexibility. Like, it's not a big deal really to swap shifts around, which I have done the last week, and I did again this week. It's no big deal really. I mean, unless we have like a big job booked in advance, then of course I've got to go in for that. But apart from that, it's flexible in terms of what days. I just usually I'm just rostered on fixed days, and then if something comes up, can always switch around. So yeah, I think what I want to do is, so Wednesday seems to be the busiest day for the new job. Like, there's always seems to be something going on midweek. Wednesday, that's when everyone else is in. So ideally I want to have Wednesday at the new job, which is a day I usually would be rostered on here. So yeah, 2 days a week I've given availability for the time being, and they said, yeah, that works for us well. It's pretty much the amount of work they can give me at the moment, quite consistently, 2 days at the new job. So yeah, either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So yeah, like this week, Monday at the old job, Tuesday, Wednesday, new job, and then Thursday, Friday, old job again. So something like that. We'll probably be doing that for the next while. So yeah, I'm working 5 full days. Effectively full-time work now, 2 part-time jobs. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I wanted to do that, and yeah, it's only off weekends now. So yeah, anyway, I'm more than ready for that. Will help me a lot with stacking up, continuing to improve my financial situation. So very happy with that. And in terms of how I like the new job, very impressed with the place. Good first impressions. It's going to be a steep learning curve, that's for sure. Quite a steep learning curve. Like, it's a very diverse role, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a bit of everything, really, like learning, trying out everything that they do, doing a bit of everything. So yeah, it's going to take quite a while for me to become familiar with all their operations, what they do. It's a very diverse job. Like, week to week it changes, and yeah, it is a good mix of working from an office and being out in the field. Like this list, for my first 2 days, I was pretty much just in the office. The first day I had to do induction, get my white card done, just learn a bit about how the operations work. Second day I did a bunch of mapping. They use some mapping tools, basically just to plan out jobs and all that stuff, because you have to do a lot of jobs out on the site, and like before anything they usually do some mapping and preparing things, all that. Anyway, so that's pretty much how it went. It was learned some interesting tools already. It's going to take a lot of practice to get familiar with everything, but yeah, this is exactly the sort of job that I want. Like, it's very diverse. One week might just be doing stuff in the office, writing reports, which I'm fine with. I'm more than happy to do that. But then also there's going to be weeks where it's going to be just field work. Like this upcoming week is going to be 1 day in the office and then the next day out in the field. So yeah, very excited for that, and just very happy how it's all going. So yeah, pretty much I'm in between here where I live, in the Southern Downs region, and up in Toowoomba, which, yeah, it's all a part of the same region, the wider Darling Downs region. Toowoomba is pretty much the capital of the Darling Downs, the only city that's in this region. It's a rural agricultural region where I live in, Australian bush. And yeah, Toowoomba is pretty much the main city that services the whole area. It's like whole area. I quite like Toowoomba actually. It definitely is a city, like it's a proper city, has the feel of a city, but at the same time it's not overly busy, not overly big. It's definitely way more relaxed than, say, Brisbane, Gold Coast, where I'm from, which is just to the east along the coast. Toowoomba's a bit inland. Toowoomba is actually Australia's second largest inland city after Canberra, our capital. So yeah, anyway, I quite like Toowoomba. It's higher up in elevation. It's got a distinctly cooler climate compared to Brisbane, Gold Coast, similar to here. Yeah, way less humidity. So yeah, summers are much more pleasant there. Yeah, and winters are significantly cooler, especially overnight temperatures. And yeah, even days tend to be much cooler than, say, Brisbane, Gold Coast, where I'm from. So yeah, quite like that. And yeah, I could imagine living in Toowoomba, honestly. Although with the way things are going now, I've just been making some important considerations about, okay, how is this going to affect my living circumstances? What do I want to do? Because yeah, at the moment, the way it's going is, all right, I work my 2 days there, and yeah, I don't go back and forth each day because that's just too much driving. So yeah, I drive up to Toowoomba on the morning of the day that I work there. I work, then I stay in Toowoomba overnight and work the next day, and then drive back that evening down here. So to do my other job and to come home, basically. So that's the way I'm doing it. So I'm saving myself, having to drive back and forth 2 days in a row. It's too long of a drive for that. And I've got 2 friends in Toowoomba that I can stay with, which is really good. Like last week I stayed with a friend up there, and yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I don't really see them that often. So yeah, it's good. I'll go to catch up more often with them. But still, I don't want to, for friends that live up in Toowoomba, I don't want to stay with them, every single week, of course. I mean, I wouldn't expect that of them. And yeah, I don't want to be overly burdensome and, just reliant on just the kindness and generosity, of people. Not to that extent. Like every now and then, yeah, I'll be happy to stay with them. They've said so I can stay anytime. But I wouldn't want to do it every week. I wouldn't ask that of them. So yes, but at the same time, I don't want to have to spend money on accommodation, every week up there and all this stuff. So yeah, anyway, the tool for the time being, what I want to do is I really want to get the van up and running. The van will be up and running this week, fingers crossed. It's still at the workshop. Last parts have arrived, so they're going to fix the coolant leak, a few other wear and tear items. Basically, just get it all roadworthy. They gave me, myself and the other guy I bought the van with, they gave us a quote, $2,000 to fix all the critical issues, the coolant leak, everything. Basically, just get the van roadworthy, ready to drive, or $4,000 to give it a complete overhaul. We are opting just to fix all the critical issues, just get it drivable, because it's an older van, 2004 Sprinter. There's really no point thinking a bunch of money giving it a complete overhaul. It's already an older van. There probably will be some more issues down the line. That's just how these things go. But I just want to get the critical issues fixed so that it can actually drive it. So pretty much then what I'll do, drive the van up there, and I'll be able to find somewhere to park up, stay overnight, and just save on accommodation costs. Like I already did some research. There's a few free overnight camping places around Toowoomba. Really, Australia is one of the best countries probably for that, where it's pretty easy if you're traveling in regional areas. It's pretty easy to find free overnight camping places where it's perfectly fine to park up and just park up overnight. So I mean, I've got my power station, I've got a power setup, so I don't need to worry about power. If I could just park somewhere where it's easy, safe to park up, and just have access to bathroom. That's like really all I want. Just have access to bathroom facilities, and yeah, that's really it. That's all I really need. So yeah, anyway, I've already done some research on that, and there's a few places that look quite promising. So yeah, I would go car camping as well. This week I'm thinking about actually just doing car camping at one of those spots, just sussing it out a bit. But they want to get the van up and running, they'll make it a lot easier, more space, all that. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for the time being. Just yeah, cheap and easy to stay overnight. Well, free ideally. I want to save that money. I don't want to pay on accommodation every week just to go up there and work and all that. I mean, like I said, I can stay with my friends occasionally, but I wouldn't want to do it every week, of course. So yeah, that's going to be the way I do things. In terms of long term, if I get offered a full-time position at this job, which it's looking promising that I'll get some more work down the line. And yeah, every now and then they will have like more stuff. Like first week of September, there's going to be a week-long project, which is not even up there. It's going to be elsewhere. This job will require travel all across Queensland, northern New South Wales, quite a wide geographic area. So it's going to be a lot of potential for a lot of travel, a lot of work down the line. So yeah, if I get offered if I get a good offer from this place, then I will definitely be more than willing to take it. Quit my current job and yeah, go full time with that. I am still thinking, where I'm working now, I am still thinking of, okay, well, I'm currently like going to permanent part-time. I'm thinking of offering, okay, maybe I'll stay on as a casual here, where I currently work, and then if anything significant comes up, any urgent job, yeah, I can come in on occasion to help them out with that. Because I know the way things are running here, they're going to struggle to replace me. Basically, they're going to really struggle because it's quite a specialized role. It's sort of evolved over the time that I've been there. It's going to be very steep learning curve for whoever takes over, and it's going to be a challenge for them to find someone else. And yeah, look, I'm still going to live locally here for the time being. And yeah, look, I want to leave on a good note. I definitely won't be able to keep up, my permanent part-time role here, especially if I get a full-time role up there. I'm gonna have to make a choice. Which one do I choose? Well, I definitely will steer in that direction. It is what I studied. It is my desired career. But at the same time, I don't mind this role so much. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll offer to stay on casual, and then they can always call me up if anything comes up, or they need help on certain jobs. Yeah, I might do that. It'll sort of leave a bit of option open as well. But for the time being, I'm going to balance both, sort of 1 foot in, 1 foot here, 1 foot there, just, yeah, balance both. I think it's a sensible thing to do. And then, yeah, sort of see how the new job goes. Yeah, still keep going here. But yeah, I've just been thinking about living circumstances. What am I going to do in the long run, especially if I get offered full-time position up there? Well, yeah, I'm going to have to find somewhere to rent, pretty much. That's what I'm going to have to do. Now, the cost of accommodation, whether you're renting or whether you are looking to buy property, it's insanely expensive in Australia. Even here, Darling Downs region, it's a regional area, it's gotten insanely expensive. Like the cost of rent here it's more expensive here than it was in the city pre-COVID. It's just insane. Everywhere's gone insanely expensive. Like I grew up on the Gold Coast, Gold Coast, Brisbane, Southeast Queensland. It's very expensive now. It's insanely expensive. Like Brisbane is the second most expensive city for property in Australia now. It's more expensive than Melbourne's the second largest city. Brisbane is third. Brisbane's more expensive than Melbourne now. It's crazy. So many people move to Southeast Queensland from the southern states. It's insanely expensive. Sydney's always been number one. Always very expensive, of course. But yeah, even Southeast Queensland, Gold Coast, Brisbane, insanely expensive now. Crazy. Like rent, I don't even want to know what rent is. I haven't even been keeping track. But I should ask some people. I'm curious actually, what is the average rent on the Gold Coast now? It's definitely more expensive than when I left. So yeah, I know. I did hear actually there was some living, but it's you'll find rents just $1,000, $1,200 something like a week per week, not per month, per week. Like I know there's going to be people that pay like over $1,000, $1,200 per week. This is not per month. This is per week. Rent is paid weekly here. So yeah, crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. I don't even really want to know. But yeah, even out here, it's not so cheap. It's not cheap at all. Compared to when I moved here 4 years ago, and since then, property and rent has probably tripled or quadrupled in cost. It's crazy. It's crazy for and as a young person looking to say buy a first home. It's insane. It's like impossible now. It's really impossible unless you really move out remote outback regions. You're not gonna find affordable housing anymore. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, but anyway, yeah, Toowoomba. it is expensive. It's also expensive there. So in terms of what I would do looking for a rental place, ideally I'll try to find somewhere that's in between here where I live now and up there. It's not really too long of a drive, but if I could find somewhere in between, basically it would cut my travel time in half. So like, if I could find somewhere in the middle, it's not going to be very far, like maybe like 40-50 minutes each way. Like that would be okay. That would be okay for a commute. Even 40-45 minutes roughly to come back here and to go up there. That would be ideal. So if I can find somewhere a cheap rental or something in between, even if I have to like share or whatever. I doubt it would, unless I find like a very small unit or something, small flat. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to probably find get into like a share house or something, shared accommodation. There's no way I'm gonna be able to just find a place and rent on my own. Otherwise, it's crazy. Rent is just crazy. So that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Find somewhere in between to rent for the time being. But yeah, anyway, I'm thinking now the way things are moving, the way things were going, right? If I were to find a good job or something further afield, I was more than ready to take it. I'm more than ready even now. If I find something good further afield, I'm more than ready. Yeah, I'll move. Like I'm not fully tied down to any specific region as such, and I don't even know if I want to or if I'm going to live here for my entire life. But at the same time, like I really do like the block. Got something good going here. So yeah, I think that at this stage I'm not going to fully let go of this region yet. It's like I really do like the wider Darling Downs region. I'm very familiar with it now, and yeah, it's still fairly close to Gold Coast, Brisbane, where I grew up, southeast Queensland. And yeah, while I would not want to move back to the big city anymore, where I grew up, yeah, I do like being relatively close, where easily in like a few hours I can be there. I do quite like that, I have to say. So I do like the Darling Downs region, but yeah, everywhere cost of living has just gone crazy. So yeah, I got some important considerations to make. Like I'm also thinking more long term, right? Okay, what's going to happen when it comes to my turn to buy a place, buy property? Of course, like that's the Australian dream, and that's like what I want to do long term. I don't want to just rent for life and all that stuff. Like, but man, it's just I'm in a good position, I have to say, for my age. Generally speaking, I don't earn the most out of like people I know my age. I don't earn the most. I'm not the most successful, but I'm in a pretty good position, living with my living situation, living off grid, saving a lot with that way, and yeah, the situation at the block. I'm very, very lucky, I have to say. Although I have made some smart decisions. I've worked hard the last few years, so in a sense, it's like, yes, I've made the smart decisions. I've worked hard, and that's gotten me into the position where I am now. I put a lot of work into this block, into making it more livable. Like since moving there, like there was pretty much nothing there. I put a lot of work into that block, not just me, of course. I'm not living there alone. And yeah, it's like I've got both my parents live in this region as well, so yeah, we help each other out, of course. Like I'm not doing it all alone. I help them, they help me, so on and so forth. And yeah, anyway, so it's not like I'm just out here completely on my own and I build it all from the ground up. No, I'd be lying if I said that was the case. I'm not going to go into specifics, but yeah, anyway, I'm lucky with the current living circumstance. And yeah, the block, for instance, is like, yeah, anyway, like initially it was a bit up in the air whether the block would be sold or not and all this. So yeah, now it's looking like it's a good idea for the block to be kept as a long-term asset. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have to consider a lot of things about all this. So yeah, I'm just thinking about what the best steps are for me to. I really like the lifestyle here, I have to say. And even like I stayed in Toowoomba with my friend's place. He lives like in a suburban area. I don't want to live in a suburb anymore. Even like I wouldn't want to live in a big city, and I wouldn't even want to live in like a regular suburbia. Like I don't know. I've gotten so used to the rural farm life, and it's like I like the wide open space. I like just being able to step outside and have a big garden and to myself and all this. Compared to other landowners around here, it's like what other landholders have around here. Like the block is not very big, by the standards out here as such. It's just a pretty small hobby farm. That's what it really is. But you know, compared to what you would get in the suburbia or in the city, it's a big block, big size block. So yeah, I've got, even though I live like in a small caravan, right? It's like, still I like having that wide open space and like, I don't know, just step outside, you have fresh air, no neighbors directly connected. It's like, I don't know, I really like that. And that's really something I do want, you know, long term. Long term, I do want to live regional. I do want to live on a farm, long run. That's what I want. That's what I want. Even when even, you know, if and when, you know, I meet a potential partner, start a family. Like I would love to like just live on a farm block, and yeah, that's sort of the life. That's sort of the life, you know, just raise a family out there, wherever I end up. Right. So I'm just sort of thinking more long term now in terms of what I want to do, where I want to go. And yeah, you know, this region, despite I have some gripes with certain things and all that, it's like, this is still a great region to raise a family. So I'm sort of thinking more long term in that, important considerations to make. So yeah, I've got something good. I've got some good things going here. So I'm being more careful now in terms of like, whether I want to just pack up and leave somewhere else. Like I'm pretty well established here, and even if I get this, go full time up there with that job, it's like I won't be so far removed from this region, and I won't even be so far removed from where I grew up. Like I've traveled a lot more over the last few years than I have pretty much any time before that, and you know, the more I travel, the more I also appreciate, you know, what I have here, and the more I appreciate just how I grew up. And the more I value having solid foundation, solid roots. Yeah. That's like, you know, you see people, they spend like a lifetime of travel, but they never really sort of place down roots anywhere. It's like, and I sort of value that. Like I like travel. I always will like travel. I always want to travel and see more places. But at the same time, I think I want like a solid foundation. You know, I want to place down roots somewhere and just have a solid foundation, like a home base. I always would like to have a home base where I can return back to. And this region now has evolved to the point where it is pretty much that. So I'm being more careful now in terms of like, you know, unless it's the right opportunity comes up, I will pack up and move. But yeah, you know, this opportunity, if it's up there, it's sort of like the perfect opportunity where it's like there's enough going on up there. Toowoomba's a larger city, so there's enough going on, especially, you know, around with my field. I studied at uni up there, so familiar with the region. It's still part of the wider Darling Downs region where I live, and yeah, it's got some good things going. So yeah, important considerations to make. It's really about it. It's really everything I want to say for this one. Just an update on what's going on, what's been going on, how the new job's going, and where I'm going to go from here on. Yeah, so that's it. Hope you all enjoy. Catch you on the next one. Onwards and upwards.